From the studios inside the Lawrenceville School's historic Pop Hall, I'm Naima Ford, and this is L10 News. Though the school year is coming to an end, this spring has been full of festivities and community. To kick off our final episode of the year, arts producers Anna, Jenny, and Celestine bring us to the set of Periwig spring play, Puffs, to find out more about what went into planning and rehearsing for the show.
My name is Anna Bao, and I am going to be so excited to be on the set of Puffs, and I will be interviewing some of the cast and crew. Okay, so now I'm with
Anthony and Matthew.
And what characters are you guys, and what is it like preparing for those roles?
So I'm Wayne Hopkins. I'm kind of the lead guy character, and mainly it's just lots of memorization and lots of practice.
I'm the narrator. It is also a lot of memorization. Honestly, a big thing for me has been getting the British accent down. This guy gets out of that because his character's American, but most of the rest of us need to do the accent.
So this is Sonia Shum in second form.
Hi, I'm Sonia. So in Puffs, I play Susie Bones, who's one of the Puffs, and also Moaning Myrtle from the original Harry Potter series. And I think Myrtle is definitely more of an uncomfortable role for me because I have to make my voice sound super weird and I have to do some weird actions. But overall, it was super fun.
Do you want to do a little imitation?
Okay, well, a lot of what Myrtle does is she's in the bathroom, so she does ooh, a lot. So, yeah.
So we've heard a lot about the transitions and stuff, and we also been hearing a lot about the play. Do you think you can give me a quick little summary of what it's like?
Without spoiling anything, the lightings are super cool. There's a lot of spells being cast, so you're gonna see lots of flashing colors. The characters are super peppy, so be prepared for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I assume you might have gotten a basic summary already, but it's a parody of the Harry Potter universe from the perspective of the Hufflepuffs, being this sort of ignored and overlooked house of people that are maybe seen as failures or less special from the perspective of the wizarding world.
If you had to be another character, any of the characters, which character would you be and why?
I think character that I would like to play is probably Harry in this version because in the Harry Potter series he's a super brave and the main character, but in Puffs he's more of an awkward and kind of cringy character. I think it'd be really fun to play another version of Harry.
Okay, so now I'm here with some of the backstage crew, and I see you're repping some Puffs merch.
Yes.
All right, so what are you guys' names, and what's your role backstage?
I'm Grayson. I'm an usher, and I do the door for stage left.
I'm Alexa. I'm also an usher, and I turn the lights on, and I help Grayson with the door.
And I also do the fog.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite part being backstage and all of that sorts?
This might be a little cliche, but I just love the behind the scenes because I like to see all the actors when they're out of their thing. So yeah, it's great.
Personally, I just love hanging out with Grayson. I think we have a lot of fun backstage.
Oh, that's so nice.
We're actually being called right now. We have to go.
Bye. That's the life of a technician.
All right, thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Moving from arts to sports, the Boys Varsity Lacrosse team has been on a roll this term with a nearly undefeated record. Our sports producers, Leo, David, Anthony, and Bridget, were on hand to see the seniors close out their Lawrenceville careers in a match against the Hill School.
I'm with two varsity Lawrenceville Lacrosse players right after the Hill Maple Championship game. Could you introduce yourselves with your name, grade, and position?
Yeah, I'm Alex Sweeney, 2025 face-off.
I'm Hanson Peck. I'm a sophomore. I'm attackman.
To start us off, could you tell us what your pregame ritual is?
Shoot it out.
Normally I just come out, shoot for a little bit, put my headphones on, and listen to the same playlist every time.
Going off of that, do you have any pregame songs that gets you dialing?
Yeah, I messed it up already, but yeah, I do the same as Hanson. Come out, do my face-off stuff, and just go to work.
I normally just listen to Yeet or Drake, one of the two, normally my go-to.
If you could play any other sport at Lawrenceville, what would you play?
Hockey with Jack Bartlett.
Basketball.
What was your favorite memory so far being on the Lawrenceville Varsity Lacrosse team?
Probably just singing with the boys after a big win.
I'd say team dinners with all the guys before games.
What do you plan on doing after this big win?
We got Prep Nationals coming up, so we're prepared to be back-to-back Prep National champs.
Probably just go hang with buddies and just have a good time for the rest of the night.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm with three varsity Lawrenceville lacrosse players. Could you introduce yourself real quick?
I'm Jake.
I'm Mason.
I'm Harrison.
It's senior day. What will you miss most about your seniors?
Definitely Mason here. He's a great guy. A lot of great jokes.
All right, for the seniors, what will you miss most on this team?
Marv, he's just a great guy. I'm gonna miss him a lot.
I think I'll miss our culture the most. We're a very tight team,
God,
and I love competing with these guys. So I'm gonna miss that.
All right, great win today. Thank you, fellas.
Congratulations to the team on another big win, and we wish the seniors the best beyond Lawrenceville. On top of exciting things, news producers Ariana, Simi, and Sophie take us to the Duffy Lounge to give us a glimpse into the unique personalities of next year's student council.
Hello, I'm Simi Rath.
And I'm Ariana Dye.
And today we're going to give you an exclusive look into next year's student council.
Let's go inside and say hi.
Tomato sauce.
Oh, I had
falls off, you know?
Oh well.
Yeah,
okay.
Bro, how are you gonna fall if we keep it in the back? How are you gonna fall down?
I don't know one person per house hopping, but when we were doing
actually, I really want to see that. I feel like
yeah, I feel like it would be fun.
My name is Eli Lacey. I am in the Cleve House, and I'm from Barrington, Illinois.
My name is Brian Yoon. I'm in the Kennedy House, and I am from South Korea.
Hi, I'm Kathleen. I'm in the McClellan House, and I'm from Shanghai.
Hi, I'm Sophia. I'm from Stevens, and I currently live in New York.
I'm Sophia. I'm in McClellan, and I'm from Finston, New Jersey.
I'm Sierra. I'm in McClellan. I'm from Manhattan, New York.
I'm Naima. I'm in Stevens, and I'm from Philadelphia.
Hi, I'm Naja. I'm in the Carter House, and I'm from Foster, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Riley. I'm in Stan, and I'm from New York City.
Hi, I'm Tenji. I'm in Carter, and I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa.
My favorite class is Honor Chinese with John Lauscher and video journalism with Mr. Dom.
I think my favorite class is Honors Computer Programming with Mr. Bayona.
I really enjoyed taking Stagecraft and Design last year with Mr. Cathrell.
Best term at Lawrenceville for me are the winter months.
I would say spring because you can go outside. I mean, not that you can't other terms, but it's like hot.
I agree. Spring is definitely the best term. Has the best vibes.
Okay, I think it's the springtime if it was like a season.
My favorite term at Lawrenceville is junior winter.
Fall term. Always fall term.
My favorite thing on Main Street is the C1 with no bacon at the sandwich shop.
I really love Moon Rocks from Melba. I get that every time I go there.
The strawberry acai refresher with light ice and no inclusions.
The chicken bacon ranch from TJ's. I like the taste a lot. However, the side effects, honestly, for the taste, I'm willing to take the side effects.
I would describe this council as ambitious.
I would say tight-knit.
I would say chaotic.
Unserious.
I would describe the council as fun.
I'm most excited about the group coming together over the year and how we will grow and mature with each other over the year and how we'll understand each other. Back to you, Naima.
We look forward to seeing how they will steer our school forward next year with fresh ideas and special dynamics. Every year, the suspense, drama, and fun of Splash keeps us going during the spring. Features producers Rennie, Marco, Clementine, and Roshan speak to this year's winner, Caleb, and Splash Ops Chris and Remco to get an overview of what the game was like this year.
Since freshman year,
I've been wanting to go pretty far in splash. I mean, I got out pretty early, and ever since then, I've just dreamed of like making it to the finals. So I used about like 2 strategies. One was forming a pack with as many people as I can. So like the entire Kennedy house, like formed a pack. I let them know who I had, and I always asked them like who they had so I could help them out. And then the next pack was just like staying inside and like trying not to be seen or like not letting people know my next move, because I didn't want to get caught lacking. Well, I'd say my strategy for the first round really helped for the finals, because majority of the people in the finals I had a pack with, so I didn't plan on getting them out. I just let them get each other out, and they weren't planning on getting me out, so I just waited until it was a one-on-one, and I got the last person out. Yeah, I'd say for future splash players, try your hardest to just have fun, you know, because at the end of the day, it's just a game. All right, I want to give a shout out to the kids that we're choosing with: Hunter Cassidy, Tony Abalomo, Jackson Dancy, Cindy Shum, Sean McLean. Yeah, I wouldn't have done it without them.
Hi, I'm Rennie Donaldson from L10, and today we're here with Remco, the head splash shop. What made Splash so special this year?
It's a great question. I think a lot of things made it really special, but the one thing that really sticks out to me is the splashers themselves. There was a lot of effort, creativity, intensity, just, everyone brought their all, and that's what really makes this game so special. It's the people.
Now we're here with Chris, one of the splash shops. So Chris, what are some new things planned for Splash next year?
Yeah, so obviously Splash Finals is fun and it's fine, but there are sometimes comments about it being a letdown. But we promise that next year there's going to be something bigger and better. It's going to take place in the field house at the pool, so stay tuned.
And what was your favorite Splash moment this year?
My favorite was when my government class helped Miss Parnell eliminate Nick Voltis, who was #1 at the time. It was Miss Parnell's first and only splash elimination, and we think we made it really special for her. We got it on camera. We were able to get a video of it on the Splash Instagram, Elville_Splash.
We know that Splash is a fundraiser, so how much money did you guys raise this year?
Yeah, we have really awesome numbers every year. This year was no different. We had around 600 out of 800 of the student body participate, and we raised around $5,000 for Homefront, which is a fundraiser that helps combat home insecurity in the wider community. So really awesome cause, and thanks a lot to everyone that participated.
More news. Thrifters now have a new place to shop with the opening of a new vintage store called Valentina on Main Street, offering a carefully curated selection of gift items in vintage women's fashion. Make sure to go check out what they have to offer. Last Thursday, the Hindu Students Organization organized its annual Holi event. Students celebrated with water shooters, color, food, dancing, and music. Profits and donations are all going to Ratna Global Foundation, a charity that tackles literacy, hunger, and disability issues in India. It was awesome to see so many students come out and celebrate. After much anticipation, the Lawrenceville community gathered last Thursday and Friday to celebrate the dedication of the Battle Fitzgerald Atrium in the Cy Field House. We're extremely excited to unveil the stunning new facilities and see how they will take Lawrenceville to new heights next year. That's all for this week's episode. As always, if you have a story to share, let us know or stop by our office in the basement of Pop Hall. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to never miss an episode. And from all of us here at L10, thanks for watching and enjoy the spring weather.